This might not be the world's biggest fish, but the clear acrylic wall of its tank is the world's biggest. And it's swimming around in the heart of the world's largest shopping centre, all in Dubai. It's a city that's home to the world's tallest hotel, as well as the tallest tower. And when it comes to breaking records, this part of the world is seeing a boom.
Well, we have here some of the most amazing records from all across the world. We have the largest bicycle, the largest afro.
Guinness World Records is where you turn to certify a new record, and rising demand means they've just opened their first office in the Middle East. But while record breaking often used to just require dedication from individuals, more and more it's firms using it to help them.
We have seen a lot of interest from brands and companies from the region in breaking record attempts, and that is for several reasons. One of them is that Guinness World Records has a global appeal, and companies and brands want us to be involved in their activities, marketing campaigns. Also, most of the companies and brands want to be the best at what they do, and they want their records to be distinguished globally, and that's where we can, in a very unique way, endorse their claims.
And one company here doing just that is Mondelez International, formerly Kraft Foods. A couple of years ago, they made the longest ever line of sandwiches. Now the firm wants to create the world's largest ever donation of unwanted toys and are paying for advice on how to make that happen and to verify the event itself. For Mondelez, an advantage has been the impact breaking records has had on its staff.
Personally, for me, the great value was for our office coming together as a team to do something which was big. And the value was fantastic. I can't put a dollar value to it, but really standing there when we did it, and just the enthusiasm of the team, and as we went out and gave out those food packages, it was better than a day out team building, it really was.
But for many, the real shining moment when it comes to breaking records, perhaps, is in the global publicity it can bring, as this lighting company discovered in Qatar.
Achieving a world record like this, which was actually never the goal to create the largest chandelier in the world, it happened to be so because the building demanded a very large chandelier, and we found out later on that it was the largest chandelier. It does have a lot of impact because you will be mentioned throughout the world in all kinds of news and magazines. Even if you are an unknown company, Bomen Design was not unknown, but in certain areas in the world we were well known, in other areas we were not. It enabled us to be well known throughout the whole world.
Well, of course, we're in Dubai, a city where...
And branding experts like Nick distinguish the benefits for places breaking records from those for companies, but says getting a record isn't a guarantee of getting it right.
When you take somewhere like Dubai, being the tallest, being the biggest, is what attracts people to come and see what Dubai's all about. And when they get here, they realise it's a destination, and that attracts businesses and people here. Now, the value the breaking a record has to a company is that there's no such thing as bad PR. There's always positive PR, but one has to be careful that one doesn't break records that are gimmicks. To become too gimmicky disconnects you with your customers.
Now, it looks likely that Dubai is going to continue with its ambition to break world records. It recently announced plans for the world's largest Ferris wheel. But given the relatively low-cost publicity benefits of breaking records and the positive impact that it can have on staff cohesion, it looks likely that companies in this region will increasingly use it as a means of trying to make their mark as well.